Support the San Jacinto Lung Association.
Cast of tonight's 10 p.m. Eyewitness News.
From 13 Eyewitness News, this is the Late Report with Debi Johnson, the sports with Tim Melton, and the weather with Ed Brandon.
Good evening, I'm Debi Johnson. Diana Fallis has the weekend off. Coral Eugene Watts, who has already admitted murdering 11 women, is tonight claiming responsibility for slashing the throat of yet another who managed to escape with her life. The attack took place late at night last January along a Houston freeway. Eyewitness News reporter Stephen Govain has details.
In a morning news briefing, Houston homicide detectives refused to identify the woman, but they told reporters that she was able to get a look at Watts during the attack and recently identified him as her attacker. This is the first time, say police, that a victim has corroborated what Watts has told police about his crime spree. The 5 other surviving victims say they did not see their assailant. Meanwhile, Watts spent another day answering questions at the district attorney's office. Interrogators reportedly showed him police photos from 5 unresolved homicides, hoping to refresh his memory. But police say Watts so far has revealed no knowledge of those cases. Unlike previous days when authorities took Watts for a drive around town to help him remember facts about murders, Watts spent all day today inside. Late this afternoon at police headquarters, Detective Mike Kardatsky told reporters that Watts hasn't seemed to tire from his hours of interrogation. Reports also indicate that Watts hasn't expressed any sorrow over the 11 local murders he admits to. Police say the interrogation of Watts will go on as long as Watts wants to talk. And if that includes a Sunday session tomorrow, police say they'll be happy to listen. Stephen Govain, Eyewitness News.
Most of Coral Watts' family members live in or near Detroit, Michigan. They tell a different story. To one of his half-brothers, Coral Watts has always been a hero.
There's a different picture of Carl Watts tonight, joking, laughing with the stepfather who raised him, taken at his Detroit home several years ago. Carl is the oldest of 4 children. There are 2 sisters and 1 brother, pictured here with Carl and his stepfather. The brother, Chris Caesar, is 19, 9 years younger than Carl. He says they had a normal childhood. Reports of a battered home life are untrue. He can't believe Carl is responsible for anyone's death. Carl has always been his hero.
Of all people, my brother. He was like a superhero or something to me. 'Cause I love my brother. When he came home, he didn't look, like he was crazy or nothing. He came on happy, cheerful. He wanted to see everybody. I don't think he hated women.
Chris wants very much to travel to Houston to talk with Carl and show him family support. Chris is trying to hold on to the hero image of Carl, but he has to find out from Carl what happened, what brought about the tragic circumstances he now finds himself in.
Tonight, the ballots have been counted, and all 6 city charter amendments proposed by the Whitmire administration seem to be passing. Voter turnout was low today, as expected, but let's take a look at some of the totals coming in. Precinct 1, Proposition 1, rather, that is to change the employee civil service system, seems to be passing 59 to 40%. What that does is exempt top-level executives from civil service. It also grants protection to laborers and garbage collectors. There's about 430 precincts reporting so far. Proposition 2 also doing well, 67 to 33% so far, and that expedites city purchases under $5,000. It also streamlines procedures relating to city contracts. Proposition 3 is a proposition to appoint a new city controller in the event of death, resignation, or any other type of vacancy. That's passing very well, 73 to 26% so far. Proposition 4 creates the office of Vice Mayor Pro Tem to act in the absence of the mayor or Mayor Pro Tem. That's doing very well right now at 68 to 31%. Again, about 430 precincts reporting. Proposition 5 doing well, 63 to 36%. It makes the publication of legal notices from the city and local newspapers less expensive. And Proposition 6, one of the more controversial ones, if you can call this election controversial, it incorporates a tax limitation measure into the charter, placing a ceiling on the city's property tax at 50 cents per $100 assessed value. That's doing well at 66% to 33%. Now, today's vote appears to be a victory for the Whitmire administration. The reforms are enactments of campaign promises the mayor made back in November. Mayor Kathy Whitmire tonight had this reaction to the vote.
At this point, it does look very good, and we're very encouraged that voters are, again, expressing their support for the business-like approach to management that we've been advocating in City Hall.
Continuing with election news, 6 Harris County precincts held elections today to determine if bingo games will be legalized for charitable groups. Those elections were held in Justice Precincts 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, and 7. Here's a look at some of those results so far. Bingo in Precinct 1, Harris County, is doing well. In Precinct 2, it also appears to be passing. It's a little bit tighter in Precinct 3, 1964 to 1086. Seems to be passing in Precinct 5 so far, as you can see on your screen. Again in Precinct 6, doing very well in Precinct 6. Precinct 7, 1853 to 547, it looks like bingo will be going on. There were also bingo elections in counties as well, other counties besides Harris. Not all of those returns have come in yet. Brazoria County, we don't have any numbers so far. Montgomery County, it's doing well, 1398 to 869. Chambers County Precinct 4, let me point out there, 490 against 95. There's an unusual one. And we do not have any results yet for Liberty, Walker, and Waller County. We hope to get those for you by tomorrow. Voters also cast ballots in school board elections in Alief, North Forest, and Cypress Fairbanks Independent School District today. Those results are still being tallied. We'll have complete results tomorrow. And we will be back with more local news right after this.